Welcome in, everybody. It's your console QB, and we are in Toronto. The Thunderbirds, the number 2 seeded Thunderbirds, hosting the 7 Paris Voyagers. Sam Darnold versus Ryan Tannehill. What a playoff matchup of QBs. We just saw yesterday, spoiler alert, the Snowhawks. They were the 2 seed. They went down. Will another 2-seeded bird team in the WAFL go down? If the Voyagers have anything to say about it, then yes. Don't forget to visit the chat, answer the poll. Who do you think's going to win? Do you believe in the 12-5 Thunderbirds? They've been handling their business all year long. Or do you like the underdog? Do you want to go with the upset? The Voyagers. They're a playoff team too. Anything can happen, as we've seen. And now there's a look at Dan Campbell, Thunderbirds coach. No kneecaps are safe. We know he likes to be aggressive. We'll see if the Thunderbirds face a 3rd and short, 4th and short, and they go for it. Akin to the Detroit Lions. And we're ready for kickoff. Here we go. Thunderbirds getting the ball first. He's past the 20, but that's about it. Not much going. And out struts the Thunderbirds. A team that, if you recall, started off a little shaky. But Ryan Tannehill has steadied the ship. Part of it was his problem. Started off the season with a ton of interceptions. First few weeks were pretty bad. They had to be bailed out on a punt return to win the game in week 2 to get their first win. And look at them now, the 2nd seed in the NFC. And they're starting on the ground. Najee Harris, 1 rush for 10 yards. Uh-oh, Najee Harris, don't get him going. It looks like Harris jawing with some of the defenders. But everything's all right. All right, new set of downs already. 1st and 10. Tannehill under center, hands it right back to Najee Harris, but the hole is all clogged up. 3 yards only. 2nd and 7. Thunderbirds are 4 wide. Look. Harris in the backfield. Tannehill's going to throw this one on 2nd down. And he's got his back out of the backfield. Harris, 3 straight plays, 3 straight touches, and another 1st down. Thunderbirds now, more of an I formation. And going back to Harris. Just 2 yards, falling forward. Now they're just about at midfield. And a similar looking formation now. They, instead of a fullback, they have 2 tight ends over there. Oh, quick drop back. Tannehill lofts one up. Dangerous to throw those over the middle, but he's got Mike Evans, so that's okay. Evans goes and snags it out of the air. 3rd 1st down this drive. Here's a replay. I thought for a minute number 3 back there could have pounced on it for the Voyagers. But the Thunderbirds roll on. Now a little counter play to Najee Harris. Shakes 1 tackle. He's got a tough stiff arm, but he's going to lose 2. Jonathan Franklin Myers sniffed that one out, shut it right down. 2nd and 12. Tannehill, he's throwing, rolling to his right, and zips one down the sideline. Touchdown, Mike Evans. Wow, absolutely burned the corner. Something happened on that play. No way you should leave Mike Evans this wide open. But Tannehill saw it. With a little sidearm throw, just whipped that ball out there. Mike Evans will do that to you. He's been making big plays all season for the Thunderbirds. What a nice throw and catch. Tannehill slung that one out there like he was Patrick Mahomes last game. So 7 plays, 77 yards. And all things running smoothly for the Thunderbirds. Now it's time to see what the Voyagers have. They're going to return this one out of the end zone. And probably wishing they didn't. They couldn't get back to the 20. But here's Sam Darnold, former 1st round pick, bounced around the league. And when the fantasy draft rolled around, the Voyagers said, that's our guy. We believe in Sam Darnold. Not amazing stats, similar to Tannehill's. But here we go. 1st and 10 for Paris. Fakes it to Eckler, goes over the middle, and dangerous throw. There was at least 4 Thunderbird defenders in the area. Now 2nd down. What do the Voyagers have up their sleeve? Darnold back to throw again. This time it's caught. That was a close one. Near the sideline, Mike Gesicki, the tight end. Don't be surprised if Darnold goes back to Gesicki, one of his main targets all year. Now Darnold moving out of the pocket, throwing across his body. Dangerous throw, inaccurate throw. So here the Thunderbirds march right down, and then the Voyagers respond. There's Cooper Kupp by going 3 and out. You know, the Voyagers, they have Cooper Kupp, one of the best receivers rated on this game, but going through the highlights week after week, he doesn't get as many catches as you'd think. It's not the Rams' offense. They don't force him the ball as much as you'd want if you were rooting for Paris. But here come the Thunderbirds. Will this next drive be as easy as the last? Mike Evans broke free. Coverage breakdown. Here's 1st and 10. Little check down, 4-yard gain. Tannehill 4 for 4. And Foster Moreau on the catch, backup tight end, getting a target. 2nd and 6 now coming up. Tannehill under center. Drops back, goes right back to Moreau, but it's broken up. Voyagers, Josie Jewell, scrap and knock that ball loose. 3rd and 6. Tannehill in the gun. Trying to buy time in the pocket, but he's swallowed up. Jonathan Franklin Myers with the sack. Half a sack, I guess. He shares it with somebody. But the Voyagers defense not allowing that breakout throw like last possession. So here comes our punt. And it looks like it's going to be left to bounce through the end zone. So Voyagers going to start at the 20. Here comes Sammy D and the Voyagers. Darnold in the gun. Handoff. Eckler first handoff. And he barrels ahead for 4. Second and 6. Another handoff. 2 straight handoffs out of the gun. Stiff arms a man, hurdles over another. So some hard running from Austin Eckler, trying to get something going. And here they have 3rd and short, 3rd and 3. 3 receivers out left. Tight end to the right. And Darnold hits his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Little crosser. First down. First down of the game. 2nd reception for Gesicki. See this replay. Wide open. Nicely schemed up play. The receivers ran off the corners, and then he came in underneath. Good to see the Voyagers fighting back. After that first possession, you'd think the Thunderbirds going to crush them. Now Darnold fires this one. Zay Jones intended target. But the Thunderbirds have a good defense. Christian Gonzalez is back there at corner. Max Crosby there on the D-line, X-Factor player. They have some pieces. Now Darnold, 2nd and 10. Escaping the pocket. He tucks it and runs it. He's feeling a little scrambly today. He can run sometimes. 3rd and 1. Remember, they have this Eagles Nick Sirianni offense, so these playbooks, they don't change to the players. They kind of have to adjust to the playbook. And Eckler needs 1 yard. It's a tough 1 yard, but he gets the first. Minute 40 left in this first quarter, and the Voyagers putting a little drive together, nearing midfield. Now Darnold. And he's looking downfield, caught. Robbie Chosen doesn't get the ball much, but he's been known to make some big plays here throughout the WAFL weeks. 2nd down and 3. Play action. There's Gesicki. Shakes 1 tackle. Kind of got knocked off balance there. There was some room to run, but he still gets the first. Just 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Voyagers at the 41-yard line. And Darnold, clean pocket. Intercepted. Tries to force that ball in there to Cooper Kupp. And he is picked off. Just when things were looking good for the Voyagers. Just a back-breaking pick. Devondre Campbell jumping in front of Cooper Kupp. Really didn't have to do much. He was standing in front of him the whole time. And so the Thunderbirds coming back out on offense. They're going to have some decent field position around the 40-yard line as this quarter is about to come to a close. Just 30 seconds left. And Thunderbirds making some audibles, making some adjustments, flipping the play or something there. Quick drop back, gets it out fast. Mike Evans, nice catch in traffic. Tannehill really forcing that one in there. Got a player in front and behind Mike Evans. Probably the last play of the first quarter on 2nd and 4. Najee Harris takes a hit and stays on his feet. Nice grab. First down, Thunderbirds. Momentum shifting towards Toronto as we end the first quarter. And look at the comparison. Toronto, better passing, better rushing so far. It's early, but Toronto, they've got it going right now. 1st and 10 from the 47. Looks like a handoff to Najee Harris. Gobbled up in the backfield. The one bright spot for the Voyagers has been this D-line. There's Jonathan Allen. We know Jonathan Franklin Myers had his sack earlier. If your name is Jonathan and you're on this Voyagers D-line, you're playing well. Now Tannehill, throws a strike deep. Pass complete to Juju Smith-Schuster. Gardner Johnson, the hyphenated names going one-on-one. Tannehill, no pressure at all. Just a clean pocket, clean throw. Hangs on, takes a big hit from Gardner Johnson. And now the Thunderbirds nearing the red zone. Here we go, 1st and 10 from the 22. Tannehill, play fake. Wants to go towards the goal line. The pass is broken up. Ryan Tannehill targeting his tight end on that play, Foster Moreau, and somehow squeaked that ball in there. But the Voyagers hard hitting in that secondary. So 2nd and 10 now. Tannehill throwing it out short to Najee Harris. Slips a tackle, gets down to the 9 for the first down, so 1st and goal. His 3rd reception. Now from the 9, Tannehill pitches it back out to Harris, and Harris can't get anywhere. After that first big run, he's been bottled up. 6 rushes for 10 yards. Lost 2 on that one. 2nd down. Tannehill hands it off to Harris again. This time just a 1-yard gain. 3rd and goal from the 10. So Thunderbirds not abandoning the run. But now they're going to have to pass. On 3rd and goal. Tannehill moving in the pocket, throwing for the back of the end zone, and that's caught. Najee Harris. Big day out of the backfield catching for this guy. We just said he's not running very well. Well, how about a pass? Thunderbirds now go up 2 scores in the first half. And Tannehill moving in the pocket, evading the pressure, and opening up a lane. Smart play by Tannehill and the back to keep going. Now 13-0, 14 with the extra point. And we have 5:54 left in the half. The Voyagers are going to have to put up some points here before this game gets away from them. So now here comes the Thunderbirds kick. This one is going into the end zone. It's a kneel down. So the Voyagers are going to start at the 25. And Darnold, things were looking good that last drive until it came to an abrupt halt with that interception. But they can move the ball. They've shown that. Handoff, Austin Eckler. Bobbing and weaving through traffic, just gets 3 yards. Oh, I like this look for the Voyagers. Got the receivers stacked on top of each other. And Darnold pass complete. Oh, that's a drop. Looked like he had it in his hands. So now 3rd down for the Voyagers. They don't want a 3 now, and that's exactly what they have. Looked like the exact same play. Darnold trying to force that one in there. He's lucky to not be intercepted. And so one of the quickest 3 and outs I can remember. Now we're going to punt this one away. First half has just been all Thunderbirds. The Voyagers are struggling now. Given no rest for that Voyager defense. And now Thunderbirds in a heavy look here. A lot of tight ends stacked out here. Handoff, Najee Harris. Off tackle. Picks up 8. Solid run. Fist pump by Tannehill. 2nd and 2 now coming up. 5 minutes left in the half. And they're going back to the ground, but this time it's blown up. Great defense there. Jonathan Allen can only contain it for so long. Great run stuffing tackle. Now 3rd and 3. Tannehill's back to throw. Thought about running there for a second. You could see it. But why run it when you can dump it off to Najee Harris out of the backfield? His 5th catch. Harris has really been the focal point of this offense. And on 1st down, he gets another carry and just gets 1. 10 for 18. But they're not giving up on this running game. Second and 9 is another handoff. This time it's a fumble. Oh my God, what happened? We gotta we need to replay. Did you see the player that just got yeeted off the screen? Someone just got glitched and catapulted away on that fumble recovery. Thunderbird's lucky to get this ball back, and they say you just fumbled and caused a Voyager to literally catapult into space, but you're getting the ball back, and he got the 1st down. I like how they've all just moved on like nothing happened. So 14-0, 3 minutes to go, 1st and 10, all Thunderbirds. And now a little short crossing route for 5. Foster Moreau gets that 2nd reception. Now Tannehill put some air under this one, and it's caught. Oh, it's dropped. I mean, he couldn't have handed the ball off better to Juju Smith-Schuster. So now there's 3rd and 5 for the Thunderbirds. Such touch on that ball, such arc. Tannehill throwing, quick drop back. He wanted Mike Evans, but that was underthrown. So now after all that craziness, the Thunderbirds are going to punt this ball back to the Voyagers, who have about 2 minutes to drive down and get their first points of the game. And the Voyagers haven't had the ball much. We're almost to halftime, but I think they went punt, interception, punt, and then the Thunderbirds have controlled the rest of the clock here. So 1st and 10. Let's see what the Voyagers can do. And handoff to Eckler. Gets a solid 6-yard gain. So comeback strategy, if you're a Voyagers fan, you got to find ways to get Eckler more involved. Cooper Kupp for sure. Design some plays to get him open. Mike Gesicki is a solid pass catcher. He got the 1st down there. 2-minute warning. All 3 timeouts, 2 minutes to go 70 yards about. And now Zay Jones found the gap in the defense, and just like that, flipped the field. Voyagers at the 23. Big play. Zay. Let's look at that replay. Comes across the middle and then cuts it upfield. Gonzalez there on the cover. He dives and misses. So clock continues to go here. 1:25 in the 2nd. Some movement. Darnold now waiting, milking this clock. He's going to throw it on first down. Jump ball caught. Cooper Kupp went out for that one. Now 1st and goal, Voyagers. They are knocking on the door here. Under a minute to go in the half. This would be a big get for the Voyagers. And Darnold pass complete to Zay Jones, now 2-yard line. They burn their first timeout. Thunderbirds in a goal line D. Voyagers in shotgun. From the gun, it's Eckler. He just gets one. They burn that second timeout. 30 seconds left. They can't squander this opportunity if they want to stay in this one. And Eckler finally punches it in. Touchdown, Voyagers. 14-6. This was huge. You have to grab some momentum before the half. Little read option there. Darnold could have kept that. Better that he handed off, though. And here comes the extra point to bring it within 7. He's got it. So 3 timeouts and 28 seconds for the Thunderbirds. It only takes a big play or two, as we've seen with the pass of Zay Jones. Oh, they're going to take this one out for a run, for a return. And all that does is just waste some time. They go to the 21 instead of starting at the 25. Thunderbirds in the gun. Looks like they're going to take a few shots downfield before the half. Maybe get it in field goal range. Juju with the catch. Spinning forward for a few extra yards, and there goes that first timeout. So already in solid range here on their own 40. Handoff to Najee. Spinning, staying on his feet. Interesting call. I know you have the timeout, but that just wastes some clock to get no yardage. Another handoff. And now the Thunderbirds, 2 handoffs in a row, but they call a timeout, so they're not trying to run out the clock. They thought that would get them in field goal range. Tannehill, oh, that pass goes out of bounds. I guess if your receiver can't get it, make sure no one can get it. And just go into halftime with the score the way it is, 14-7. And let's see the Voyagers. Oh, he calls for fair catch there as clock expires. All right, so 0-0. That's the end of the first half. First quarter, all Thunderbirds. Second quarter, pretty much all Thunderbirds until the last 2 minutes. The Voyagers finally punch it in with the Eckler run. Thunderbirds with the yardage advantage, but it's still early. And here's the rest of the wild card round in the NFC. Huskies, Elks. We'll get to that one in just a couple days. The Elks, they won the West. The Huskies, one of 3 teams from the North, along with the Thunderbirds and the Mounties. And Mounties, interesting, always weird to see the better team with the better record go on the road. But the Desperados, they won the NFC South, so they get that home game. And there's that play, Tannehill on the move, side-arming it, slinging it all the way downfield to Mike Evans. That was a great play. But we're ready. We're ready to start the third. Thunderbirds kicking off. And back to kick for the Voyagers is Zonovan Knight. Knight breaks one tackle. And that's as good as he'll get. Tackled at the 23. Ooh, we got a man down. Wrist injury for number 81. We got to get the stats team on that. Who is 81? Darnold, handoff, Eckler. Big play to start the half. Uh-oh, the Voyagers coming out of the halftime break, refreshed, ready to go. First down. And the ball is going to be placed at the 36-yard line. Some movement here on offense. Darnold making some adjustments. Back to pass. Rolling right. Throws back to his left. And that goes way out of bounds. Misses target completely, but flag on the play. Ooh, roughing the passer. Fotu clocked Darnold in the head. Now they're at the 49. So a little Eckler run, little penalty, and already at the 50-yard line. Darnold throwing it out to his right quick here. Maintains control. 9-yard gain there. Going into this game, you had to expect that the Voyagers might have leaned more on the ground game. You know, Darnold, is he 70 overall, low 70s? Here he's going to keep it with a run and doesn't get the yard he needs. Gets half a yard, 3rd and inches now coming up. There's a run there. I was going to say they're not running enough. Been airing it out with the lesser QB. But only down 7. Who am I to say? Oh, call up the read option again. This time Darnold scampers ahead for a good gain, but there's a flag. Holding. Those holes, they were open for a reason. Gesicki, he held. 3rd and 8 now coming up. All right, so the Voyagers going to the option 2 plays in a row. It's working. Darnold throwing this one, has opened Zay Jones down to the 25. Darnold's 10 of 17. Zay Jones, that's his 3rd. 72 total yards, might get 100. Here's the replay. One-on-one. Zay Jones cutting towards the sideline there. 6 minutes to go in the 3rd. 1st down, Voyagers. Darnold back to throw. Throwing to his right. There's Cooper Kupp. Back-to-back plays, kind of a lax, soft coverage for the Thunderbirds. A lot of space between those corners and the receiver. 1st and goal. Voyagers with a chance to tie this game up, going up the middle. Eckler fighting hard. 9 for 35 and a touchdown. Gets down to the 5, holding his gut after. He's still in the game, looks like. 2nd and goal. Another handoff. Austin Eckler gets his 2nd touchdown of the day. Charges forward. We have ourselves a tie game on the horizon. Just need that extra point. And on the replay, you can see he picks up 2 key blocks. Starts with the O-line. And now here comes that extra point. Jake Moody. Don't blow it. Down the middle. Tie game. So right before the half, the Voyagers finally got on the board, and here in the 3rd, they tied it up. We have ourselves a ball game. Thunderbirds are going to take this one. Nice return, solid return down to the 29. Probably the best return we've seen so far. And now let's see if the Thunderbirds can break this tie. And I don't know if I said, but the Voyagers, they finished 9-8. 2nd in the NFC East behind the Shamrocks, the number 1 seeded Shamrocks. That's a pretty pesky division. Not as tough as the NFC North with the Huskies, Thunderbirds, and Mounties all in one division. And there's Juju Smith-Schuster, not brought down so easily. And Tannehill having himself a day. That was Juju's 3rd reception. Now from the 42, handoff. There's Harris trying to truck his way forward, but only gets 3. He's 15 of 27. Started out with that one good run, and his average has started plummeting ever since. 2nd down. Tannehill tapping that hip. Back to Najee Harris. Cuts back up the middle and gets the 1st down. Following a poor run with a good one right there. Another 1st down for the Thunderbirds. That Thunderbirds running game not off to the greatest start, but they are going against Jonathan Allen, John Franklin Myers. Those are some tough guys up front. In this pass, short little hitch route, Juju Smith-Schuster with a 5-yard gain. All right, now 2nd and 5, about 3:30 and change left in this quarter. Tannehill with some time finds Foster Moreau across the middle, and Tannehill spreading the ball around nearly 200 yards, just needs 7 more. Here's the replay. Just a lot of room to work down there in the secondary. Cooper Kupp's like, come on, can I get a reception? Sam Darnold not targeting him at all. Fresh set of downs. Handoff up the middle. Najee Harris is crushed in the backfield. There's Allen back again, his 4th tackle. So now here's 2nd and 12. Going back to Najee Harris. Only gets 1. So Thunderbirds in field goal range. Here, if they don't convert on 3rd and 11, you'd think they're going to kick it. And they convert it anyway. Juju Smith-Schuster down the sideline snags that one. The coverage was there, but great ball placement by Tannehill. We get a replay. Let's look at this ball. Right over 41 and under the safety. Too much loft, and the safety gets there and breaks it up, you know, as we've seen the Voyagers do a little bit. Gardner Johnson did that earlier. But 1st and goal, Thunderbirds not giving up on the running game. This time giving Zach Moss a carry. Can't hurt. Najee Harris is basically running backwards at this point. 2nd and goal now. Minute 30 left in the 3rd. Tannehill throwing for the end zone. Just out of reach. He was looking for Smith-Schuster back there. Hustling back up to the line, looks like. From the 6, 3rd and goal. Tannehill stepping up and hits Mike Evans coming back, but he might have stepped out of bounds. I think that's what the flag is. It was illegal touching. That's why he's so open. He left and came back into play. Sirianni just checking to make sure. And so, by fortune of flag, the Voyagers are going to hold the Thunderbirds to a field goal. But with the field goal, they take the lead here, 17-14. Both teams, I think, can take away a little something from this possession. Thunderbirds happy to take back the lead. Voyagers happy to come up with a goal line stop here to keep this game close after being down 14-0. And this return to the 26, it goes. And look at Eckler, 10 for 42, 2 touchdowns. Pretty solid running average on this Thunderbirds defense. I said before they should lean on the run. Having Darnold aired out might be not the best decision. He's already thrown 1 interception. This pass just gets 1 yard to Gesicki. So we are less than a minute until the final quarter. 3-point game. Darnold 2nd down. Dumps it off to the back. And Eckler can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2. Loss of 1 officially there. Tackled by Michael Jackson. Senior. 3rd and 11. Darnold feeling the pressure. Oh, escapes the clutches of Max Crosby, then fires this deep downfield. He was looking for Zay Jones down there around the 25-yard line. But it goes incomplete. 2 Thunderbirds in the area helped break that up. And now 4th and 11 for the Voyagers. The punt going up. 10 seconds left in the 3rd here. And fair caught down at the 27. So Thunderbirds with the lead and the ball. Could they put this thing away? Tannehill to Najee Harris, and that did not work out. We end the 3rd quarter with a loss of 3. Gardner Johnson with the stop. Najee Harris, though, up to his 6th reception. Been useful out of the backfield for sure. And there's how they stack up. Voyagers, slightly more rushing. Thunderbirds, about 50, 60 more yards passing, looks like. Now here's an empty backfield look for the Thunderbirds. They're ready to air this thing out to start the 4th quarter. Tannehill takes a step back, some pressure up the middle, but that's because it's a screen to number 10, Chase Claypool. Sheds 1 tackle, makes another man miss. What a juke there at the end. The screen to Claypool goes for big yardage. 1st down Thunderbirds. We got to see this again. Completely fooled the Voyagers. Had about 3 or 4 blockers out in front, and they still missed the man. Let him through. But Claypool dropped some moves. Made his way for the 1st down. So Thunderbirds haven't really went to the screens yet. That was a good play call. First down. Is it play action pass? Tannehill kind of drifting right, throwing over the middle. But that was contested, incomplete. Now 2nd and 10 for the T-Birds. Tannehill in the shotgun. Shifting around the offense. A lot of time in the pocket. Dumps it off to the tight end, Foster Moreau. Waiting for him in the flat. Season rank for offense, 27. Defensive rank, I think, was in the top 3, 2 or 3. So they're definitely a defensive team, but Tannehill is going off today. And here's another pass. Caught by Foster Moreau. Breaks one tackle, and he's eyeing the end zone, but he's tackled at the 3. So close. But the Thunderbirds will be 1st and goal. Here's another look. No one around Moreau. Safety a little slow to react, and then he slips right away. Then he needed just 2 more overalls of speed to get to the end zone. Almost got there. So now let's see what the Thunderbirds will do. Last time they were in the red zone, the Voyagers stopped them on 3rd down, caused the field goal. This time play action. Broken up. He wanted the tight end. He wanted Moreau to finish what he started. McLeod Jr. swooping in to stop that one. 2nd and goal. It's a toss out to the right. Harris has a few blocks. 1 man to beat. And Josie Jewell with the goal line stop. 3rd and goal now from the 1. That's his 5th tackle. Harris just can't punch this thing in. 3rd and goal now. They're going to hand it off up the gut. Voyagers pulling at his jersey, but Harris finds a way, claws his way to the end zone. I thought he was stopped there for a second, but he kept on turning those legs, and now he's dancing. They've got a 9-point lead. Soon to be 10 if this extra point goes through. Here's the replay. It looked like Jonathan Allen had him stopped, but he spun his way. Here's a better look. I thought he was down right there, but then the extra effort at the end. Oh, hold on. Maybe the refs saw what I saw. They're going to review this thing. 5:59 left in the game. This is a big review. And his elbow might hit down in the end zone, but the ball might be behind the line. We might be looking at 4th and goal. That's a tough one. And after discussion, they say 4th and goal. They got to go all over again. Back to the running game. Harris gets through, no doubt about it. Won't be denied a 4th time or 3rd time. Oh, if he would have got stuffed again, it's just not his day. But he gets the touchdown anyway, despite the 2-yard rushing average. There he goes. 23-14. It's a 9-point lead for real this time. Extra point coming. Taking their time with it, and there it is. 24-14. The Voyagers down 10. Just 5:39 left to go. I don't know if that's enough time. We'll see. A few defensive stops, and maybe they'll have a chance. Booming kick this time. And the return man kneels it. So out the Voyagers come to the 25-yard line to start their drive. It's do or die time. On this cold day in Toronto, you can see the breath coming from the players' helmets. And Darnold back to pass, empty pocket, little drag route there for Zay Jones. Picks up the 1st with ease. Zay Jones, he's been Mr. Reliable. Coming through when Darnold needs him. And so the drive continues at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Just 5 minutes to go, though. Voyagers, 3 timeouts. Sam Darnold drops back to throw. There's Zay Jones again. Turns and runs up the sideline. He made 2 Thunderbirds corners there miss. 5 for 121. Big day for Zay. And Darnold leads him perfectly. And he just stops on a dime and goes 90 degrees up the field. And that just did not compute for the Thunderbirds for whatever reason. 1st and 10 again. 26-yard line after the big play. Now Darnold looking. Throws this. Who else? Zay Jones. He's having a Cooper Kupp-like game, and Cooper Kupp is on the team. 6 for 126. 2nd and 5 is a handoff to Austin Eckler, who's trying to find the hole. He can't really get much going, just gets 2 yards. Now a big 3rd down coming up. 4 minutes left to play in the game. Down 10, the Voyagers need some points here. Handoff goes to Eckler, and he is stopped in the hole. He gains 1 yard, but that's it. Oh, they hustle to the line. They're getting gutsy. The Voyagers going for it on 4th and 2, and they've got it. Cooper Kupp gets 3 or 4 on that one, just enough. They're going no huddle again. 3:30 left in the 4th. Darnold back to pass, stepping up in the pocket, tucking and running with it, gets the first. And he's 1 yard short of the goal line. No huddle again. They have the Thunderbirds on their heels here. So 1st and goal. Darnold back to throw, moving right, steadying his feet, and finding his tight end Mike Gesicki in the end zone. So the Voyagers now cutting into the Thunderbirds' 10-point lead. And we'll see with the extra point if they'll make this a 3-point game. Both teams have all their timeouts. Still plenty of football to play. This game is not over. Moody for the extra point. And it's good. I don't think I've seen one missed extra point this entire year. The game just won't allow it. 3:09 left to play. The Voyagers kick off. They're going to need their defense to stop them. The Thunderbirds going to need a few timeouts to milk this clock. And here the Thunderbirds go. Tannehill's having a big day. It'll be interesting to see if they let up, try to milk this clock, or if they're going to let him zip it downfield some more. Quick step back. Foster Moreau breaks 1 tackle. And finally brought down 30-yard line. 3 minutes and counting. Ooh, they brought it all the way down to 2:25 now. Letting the play clock just hit 2 before the play action pass. Nice throw over the middle. Smith-Schuster breaks 2 tackles. So what looked like a conservative approach became just a bullet downfield. And that's going to bring us to the 2-minute warning, and not at all what the Voyagers were hoping for. A minute of time has flashed before their eyes, and they gave up a huge play. Smith-Schuster coming up clutch when it matters most. After the 2-minute warning, the Voyagers are going to have to start thinking about using those timeouts. Tannehill now under center, hands it off to Harris, and Harris has got some blocking. 6-yard gain, there's the first timeout. Big possession here now as timeouts get involved. Another handoff up the middle, runs into his own blocker. Otherwise, a little bit of a hole there. So 3rd and 4 already after the second timeout. 3rd down, they're throwing for it. He's being chased around. Tannehill just throws this one away. So 4th and 4, the Voyagers now. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. They can get a stop, and they're still... Oh, here we go. That's the Dan Campbell way here. They're getting aggressive on 4th and 4. Out of range for their kicker. So Tannehill throwing underneath. That's caught for a first down. Wow, Smith-Schuster bouncing off defenders and gaining a lot more. So the Thunderbirds may have clinched this. After the gutsy call to go for it on 4th down, paid off. They nailed it on 1st, 2nd down. They're back in an I formation with a minute left. Voyagers, no timeouts. And Najee Harris bobbing and weaving through for a 10-yard gain. Not what you want. You got to get hands on him. Hope for a miracle fumble, but now they can't get that. 3rd and 1. Looks like a kneel for the Thunderbirds. 20 seconds away from a wild card victory. There's the kneel down. Clock almost to 10 seconds. No need to kick it, I guess. They're going to kick it. I was going to say no need to call another play, but as time expires, they're going to let the kicker Sloman put up 3 extra points Campbell's fired up. Coach Sirianni in disbelief. They were so close. Played well for a 7th seed. But in the end, the Thunderbirds were too strong. 27-21 the final. Solid job by both these QBs, especially Tannehill. 332 and 2 touchdowns. Well, everybody, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and I hope you will join me tomorrow for the Memphis Blues versus the Omaha Antlers. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you there.